Let's go. What up, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at White Lightning liquids. Okay, White Lightning liquids. Got the hat, the snapback, but if you got a big head, it's not a snapback. It's just you leave it open so it works. Called a unsnapback because I can't snap it. So yeah. Also got a shirt right there. White Lightning liquids. Okay. What to say? So first off, 0, 3, and 6 milligram nicotine. Okay, looking on the website right now. You got a 60 mil, or a 30 mil, a 60 mil, and a 120 mil. A 30 mil will run you $9.99. A 60 mil will be $16, $15, and 120 mil will be $20. Okay, so this is a cheap juice line. Okay. Not as in like the juice is cheap, like the juice is cheap, but the quality isn't cheap. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense, right? The cheap juice line, the price is cheap, but the juice is quality. More quality than other cheap juice lines. Okay, the more I talk about it, the more it doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna stop talking about it. All right, we got 6 from White Lightning liquids. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're just gonna jump right in. Okay, because I mean, we got a bunch going on. So we're going to start it off with Sky. I've tried all these juices, and some are my profile, some aren't, you know, but we'll get into that. Sky is a strawberry kiwi type thing. Okay, on the picture it has like strawberries and kiwi. It looks like milk, so it might be like milky strawberry and kiwi, but no milk or yogurt or nothing's in the description itself. What I get is a nice mixture of strawberry kiwi mix. Okay, I do get a little bit of that milkiness in there. I don't know if it's like just me, but I'm getting that milky strawberry kiwi. I gotta put my hat back on. Look at the glare. Look at the glare. You can barely see me. Gotta put that hat back on. That's pretty crazy. My head never made a glare before. Glare. No glare. Glare. No. Either way, strawberry and kiwi with hints of that milky undertones in there. Okay, that's what I get. Next up, we got, this is one of my favorites. Okay, Berry Blast. Pretty much vape through half the bottle, a little bit less than half. This is strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, and bananas mixed to a creamy perfection. This refreshing smoothie will leave you ready to blend up some more. Strawberries, hint of banana. The banana does not overpower this at all, which makes me happy because bananas overpower a lot. They overpower a lot of flavors, and this one doesn't. Blueberry, not much, and raspberries, not much. Okay, it's mostly a strawberry, banana, creaminess, and then you get hints of that raspberries and blueberries in there. They don't come out that much, but they come out, and when they come out, it's a really good flavor. Depending on, I find more flavors come out, okay, lower builds, higher wattages. It all depends on your build, what you're running it on. If you're running, I don't know about a tank. I don't put any juices in a tank. That's just not my thing. I don't like tanks, and I just don't put juices in them. I don't waste the juice. I just don't use tanks. All right. But you're getting mostly a strawberry, banana, light hints of raspberries and blueberries all together with that milky, like that milky smoothie flavor. That's what I get. And it's really good. Next up, we got unicorn cake. When I first tried this, I was in love. Okay, this is unicorn cake. This is the 120 ml, and this is the 30 ml. Okay, so they come in unicorn bottles. I like unicorn bottles because they're easier to carry around than, like, this is a 60 ml. Okay, got some really old juice in there. I don't know why it's still laying around. And the 15 ml, just normal bottles, but I don't really, whatever. Unicorn cake, I was in love when I first tried this, okay? And I vaped it. I got it probably like 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I vaped it until that night, and then I woke up and I started to vape it again, and it got way too sweet. Way too sweet. And I was like, whoa. Like, the sweetness was so much, like, it gave me a headache. That's how sweet it was. And honestly, due to that fact, I cannot recommend this juice. Okay? It gave me a headache. I don't know if it was because it was so sweet, or just it was just the juice and whatever it was. Whatever it was, it gave me a headache. And if it gives me a headache, because I've vaped a lot of juice in my time, and I've never gotten a headache from a juice before, but this one gave me a headache. So, just due to that fact, I cannot recommend this juice because I don't know what it is. Okay, White Lightning Liquids might have put too much sweetener in there, and that's what gave me a headache. But I don't know what it is. It gave me a headache, and I stopped vaping it right then. Okay, I'm just telling you my experiences with this juice, and it was not a pleasant one. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Next up, we got Super Cereal, fruit cereal and milk, plain and simple. Okay, that's what I got loaded up right now, and because this was the only one I didn't try, and it's not bad. It's your typical Fruit Loops cereal. Okay, we've all had them, we've liked them, and then lost them all. For me, at least, it's not bad. All of these juices are 80-20 VG-PG blend, so they're like a max VG, okay? Next up, we got El Flan. This one wasn't one of my favorites either. Let me look it up real quick. This is more of like a dessert. I've been using this as like a dessert or a morning vape. when I vaped it. That's the only time that I've used it. When you take the best of both worlds, you get a creamy vanilla custard torte topped with caramel and a silky smooth horchata to wash it all down. This one is my cup of tea, okay? If you like that flavor description, it might be up your alley, but for me, it really wasn't. So, I don't really vape it. It was a good flavor, but not my flavor profile. Last up, we got Orange Dream. Okay, this is like your orange creamsicle. Read the description. Creamy orange, sweet vanilla notes with a hint of luscious yellow cake. I think if that yellow, because it tastes, the inhale is that orange creamsicle, and then the exhale is that orange creamsicle and cake. I don't like that. I don't like the yellow cake flavor at the end on the exhale. It leaves a weird taste in your mouth. So, if I had to recommend two, okay, I'm going to go with two, because that's the only ones that I liked. I only really liked two. I liked Sky, and I liked Berry Blast, okay? Those are my favorites of the line. I had to put them down so I didn't vape them all. And Super, if you like cereal, vape still, Super Cereal is good, okay? It is good. I do like it, but it's not an all-day vape. I'm not a big fan of cereal vapes, so. Unicorn Cake gave me a headache. I'm not going to recommend it. It could be just me, but it gave me a headache. So, with that being said, I can't recommend it to you. Orange Dream, if that yellow cake was gone, it would be okay. It'd be a perfect orange creamsicle, but with that yellow cake at the end, I don't like it. It leaves a weird taste in my mouth. Elfland, if you like that desserty flavor, you'll probably like it. Not my flavor profile. So, with that being said, guys, look at that glare. Still can't get over that. With that being said, guys, that is all I got for you guys today. I'll see you tomorrow.